Good afternoon, Micro Map here, bringing you an update on the stock market and the trades and the trends. Um, Friday afternoon, October 27th. Tough week for the indexes and the stock market in general. Um, Bond market too. Everything's getting clobbered. Um, but yeah, at least this Friday we got Halloween coming up here. Tuesday. Tuesday is Trick or Treat Halloween. Trick or Treat Halloween. On the sports front, we have the World Series tonight, and I'm rooting for your Rangers, Tejas, one of the OGs of the channel. And if you're a first time guest here on the channel, subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that like button, and all you subscribers that are regulars and watch, please hit the like video. If you're watching the video and you like uh, the content, like it helps me out. Channel's grown up to 500 subscribers. Super happy with that. Not worried about that. That's not my end goal here. My end goal here is to have good dialogue and try and educate folks out there on the markets and trends and option trades and futures and products that are out there to help you get it ahead in this inflationary environment. And it's also a good way to make a living at any age. Like you have to, trading is a hard business. Um, it's a really, really hard business. But if you educate yourself and you have discipline and you have your mechanics, you can get ahead. And there's not a lot of, when you look, you have to look at trading as your own business. You think about you open your own business, you have overhead. Like if you go open up a store, you have to have you pay rent, um, you have to maybe pay employees, uh, you have utilities, uh, you name it. There's a lot of expenses involved. So trading, you may have some expenses. I have good internet. I really don't pay for any subscription. The only one I pay for is premium here because I have to have bar chart. I have to have this. I haven't been able to find something like this where it's for free. So I just bite the bullet here. Um, I'm not a member of Investor Business Daily. I've done it on and off, and I've done Market Smith. But like anything, any business has costs. So treat it as a business trading and educate yourself and learn. And also, you're going to have failures. Just learn from them. Maybe have a log, keep track of it. Um, and that'll help you. That'll help you. So that's what mainly this channel is about. I try and talk about other things here and there to spice it up because it just can't be one thing. I like sports, so I chime in on sports, and of course, health is wealth. But I'm not no financial advisor. I'm just your average Joe that gets ahead and has taken the time to learn about trading. Um, and I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. But I'm sure I could be if I wanted to get my license. But I'm almost 50 years old, so I don't think it makes sense. So I do good at my profession. I sell cars, and it's been pretty quiet lately. We'll see. I think November and December might be on the quiet side. Whatever, it is what it is. You save for a rainy day, right, folks? And so we got baseball tonight. We have the World Series Game One. Let me see something here. So Game One's today. We have World Series. So we have World Series today, tomorrow, and they're in Texas, and then Monday they're away. So a lot of good games here. Final game would be November 4th. So we got a good week of baseball possibly if it goes the distance. And then we also have NBA. NBA started. The Heat won their first game. They almost crapped the bed there at the end. They're winning by a lot. When I looked at the TV, they were almost tied and they won by one. And these people shot the Pistons shot a three and they missed it. So I think they play, but they play at the same time as the World Series. So I'm not gonna. I probably won't watch it. He played the Celtics. So maybe after the World Series, I'll watch some Warriors at Kings, or that seems like a pretty good game. Warriors at Kings, late night game. And I don't think on the hockey front, I know the Panthers play at home tomorrow against the Krakens. I don't know if the wifey wants to go. Yeah, I play tomorrow. It's Blues at Canucks at 10, Kings at Coyotes at 10. So the markets, um, let's pull up the futures. Today I did about 70 trades, um, and it was a good week overall. The 10-year is at 4.83. Let's take a look here at the 10-year. I have a couple positions here in the 10-year. We could pull up the 5-day chart to see how the 10-year did for this week. So we got to 501, the high, the low 579, and we ended up pretty much at the low 483. And I think rates are going higher, and I'm positioned that way. So that is your 10-year bond. You can either play with this instrument or you could play with the TLT, which is another ETF. This is an ETF. The other one is a future. Let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar for the week hit a low of 105.36, ended up a little bit higher at 106.58, but the high was 106.89. Dollar was flat on the day almost, and we have a lot of geopolitical risk um, on the table right now. Um, with the dollar being up, foreign currency, well, the dollar was flat today, so foreign currencies were mixed. And you can see here 6A, 6B, 6C, 6E, 6J, 6L, which the main ones, if you look at the volume, are the Aussie, the pound, the loonie, uh, the yen, the euro. The Mexican peso has some volume. Some of these products do have volume, surprisingly. Hmm, interesting. They have a lot more volume than I thought. Um, Bitcoin was down 190 to 34,115. Oil was up. So let's take so these are your foreign currencies. Look at Bitcoin for the week. So Bitcoin was at 28.7, hit a high of 35,265, and we'll close the week at 34,115. So good week for Bitcoin. A lot of ETF uh, chat, and also for Ethereum. Ethereum was at 1562, hit 1872, and we're at 1800. Now I'm positioned for a reversal in these products. Uh, I think it's buy the rumor, sell the news kind of deal here with the cryptos and the ETFs. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm a trader. We'll see. So far, year to date, I'm pretty like a little bit on the negative side on the cryptos, but nothing out of this world. And I really haven't been trading much until now. Actually, I started trading a lot more. Obviously, because slow at work, and obviously because the VIX is higher. So looking at the VIX, we started the VIX at 1894. The high was 2190, came down to 1894. We finished the week at 21. So pretty strong. Oil, we started at 89.85, fell to 82, and we're at 85 for the week. So I think with this geopolitical risk, we're going to see higher prices. Now, gold did have a spike today in the session, and we'll pull up the 1 day chart after this 5 day chart. But we opened the week. It doesn't actually. We hit the high today at 2019, and we hit a low of 1964. We look at the 1 day chart. You can see we had a big spike here at the 1990 at the end of the day, and we stayed pretty much at the high of the day. Silver, we had a spike as well from 2280 to 2325. And for the 5 days, we actually ended up down on the week. from 23.88 to 22.56 to 23.25 on the week for silver. Um, S&P, we opened up at 43.04 and we're down all the way to 41.36. We are in correction territory. We are at 10% correction from the top. So in a bear market, it's classified as 20%. So we have to look at that. We have to keep our eyes open for that. Copper. If you want to get into copper 351, the low, high 365. Got a little bit of a bid today in the copper. Feeders 241 to 234, finish at 236. Live cattle feeders, hogs 65 to 70, 62. So nice trend on the hogs. Cattle 183, hit 177, bounced back, sold off, and we're at 181. So pretty much down a little bit on the week. Small caps 1714, straight down to 1644 on the small caps. Nasdaq almost 15K was the high, hit 14,140 and finished at 14,270. Dow Jones 33,420, finished down at 32,491. So pretty big sell-offs in these indexes. Um, let's look at palladium, pretty much on the upper end of the week. Platinum as well, pretty much on the upper end of the week. Net gas, I think net gas rolled off. It was at 3, and then the new contract came in. We hit 364 and rolled over at 343. Corn, 497, finished at 481. Soybeans, 1277, actually finished a lot higher on the soybeans. 1316 hit 1325. And wheat, 595 to 563 to 576. Now, the wheat has geopolitical risk. Now, if you look at the bonds, let's look at the bonds. 10-year, pretty flat on the week. Let's see 30-year. 30-year bond, pretty flat as well. The the 5-year actually went up. No, not really. Started pretty much where it ended at the right here for the week, and then which is the other one? ZT, the 2-year. Same thing. A lot of moves in these bonds. You could do this through TLT. I have a cheat sheet that court. It's right here. Let me see here. I have this cheat sheet that's pretty cool. That gives you the future, and then how many shares is correlated to, and what's the ETF comparable to it. So if anybody ever wants that, I can get it to you. Um, can email it to you, or you can get it. You can get it from the Tasty. I think you can get it from the Tasty Live uh, website. So hope that helps. There's equities, micros, metals, energy, currencies, interest rates, ags, crypto, and volatility. Hope that helps. On the stock front, well, Amazon reported earnings, and that's what helped the Nasdaq stay green. I would assume up 8. Ford is under $10. Got hit hard. They signed that UAW deal, and I think it's going to pressure their profits. So really ugly on Ford under $10. Meta had good earnings. They were up. Google got crushed over earnings. Microsoft had good earnings. Intel had good earnings. I think Advanced Micro is coming up. They haven't reported. I don't like Bank of America. Netflix is a decent play. Enphase got crushed after earnings. I think Block hasn't reported yet. Coinbase hasn't reported yet. Planeteer hasn't reported yet. I don't know why Chevron got hit today. I had about 70 trades today. Uh, Chevron was one of them. I did a put credit spread in them, and in Exxon Mobil. PayPal hasn't reported yet. J.P. Morgan, uh, uh, Jamie Dimon sold. Let me see here. Jamie Dimon. He sold like I don't know how many stocks to sell 1 million shares after 140. Yeah, he sold 100. He sold 1 million shares, so 140 million, I think, of uh, of J.P. Morgan. They were down 5. I don't think he thinks things are looking good. I wonder what that guy's net worth is. 1.7 billion dollars. Wow. And Bill Ackman made 200 million this week uh, on bonds. He made 200 million from bet against bonds, but he covered. He covered his short. Um, Pretty crazy. It's a lot of money. It's nuts. These guys are filthy rich. Um, GM was down, correlated with Ford. I mean, it's looking pretty ugly. United Steel had a decent earning, I think. Johnson, a lot of the drug names were down huge. I don't know why, but they were down pretty bad. I think maybe people were just raising cash. I mean, I don't understand why all these drug names have been getting killed. Johnson and Johnson, Bristol Myers Squibb, Moderna, Abbey got destroyed, uh, down 6. For the solar names are getting destroyed because these solar projects in your house that you need financing, and with interest rates the way they are, it just doesn't make any sense. Airbnb got hit a little bit. Target, I mean, chime in. You guys think Target will be the next Walmart? Not Walmart. I'm sorry, Kmart. I mean, and Kohl's the next Sears. I mean, how are these people going to survive? I don't see it. UPS down to 135. That's crazy. All the airlines are kind of destroyed. I think I saw JetBlue at $4. You know, United Airlines 33, Southwestern 22. Airlines are getting destroyed. I mean, it's bad out there, folks. IBM had decent earnings and it rolled back after the big gains. XPO 67, Nike 92. What else? Costco down 4. Avago, they were up 11. They make chips. CVS, I mean, Walgreens is at, what is Walgreens at? WBA. Walgreens is at 21 bucks, 18 billion market cap. CVS is 85 billion. Why can't CVS lose 20 billion market cap? I mean, that'll put it at 45, let's say. I mean, I, what about like Walmart start, not Walmart, well, maybe Walmart or Amazon, they start, which I know they already do, but they, hey, give bigger incentives to deliver your, your medicine. I mean, I can imagine these people are in trouble. Burrito was up 81 today. I made money on Burrito. I sold a put credit spread. I sold the 1700, 1690 for earnings, and I kept $200 on that trade. Here's the trade that I did for Burrito. So CMG hit this tab trade, short put vertical, and then I did the weeklies because they expired today. I did that yesterday for earnings, and I went all the way down here, 1690, 1680. I collected $200. Obviously, it's worthless now because the stock stayed above that, so I didn't do anything. I just let them expire worthless, and I keep my $200 that I collected. So I go to my activity. CMG, and that's my fill yesterday, $200 at 1:46 p.m. yesterday, 10:30, 10:26. So that was a good trade on Burrito. I used $1,000 to make $200. That was Burrito. These are all my positions. They're all green that I'm holding on to. They're all mainly options, except I have a future here on oil, and these are just all options. A lot of them expired today. This one expires today. Amazon expires today. I had an iron condor. So what did I do on Amazon? I did so. Let's look at Amazon trade. I did iron condor, range bound trade, which expired, and I sold the 115, 110 put, and I went all the way to, I think it was 140, 145. That was a trade I did. And so if Amazon stays within this range, which it did, it stayed right in the middle. I keep, what did I collect on this one? I keep on this iron condor $100, and I risked 500. With it was a higher than 70% probability of profit. So that's one trade that I have there. Meta, I did an iron condor as well. So what did I do in Meta? Iron condor. Go to trade iron condor. Select here. You select your strategy, and this is the one I did for earnings. You can see them highlighted here. I'm gonna move these out of the way so you can see them. I sold the two. I have different positions in there, but Meta, I did the 250, 240. So 250, 240, and I sold the 350, 360, 350, 360. Obviously, it's not worth anything right now because it expires worthless, and it stayed right in the middle. And I collected almost $100, $91 on this one. And that's what I do, folks. These are all my open positions. Some may expire. Uh, the ones that have zero date to expiration here, zero, they're going to expire worthless. As you can see, nothing's in the money here. Some down here might be in the money. Silver's in the money. Planeteer's in the money, but they expire next week. So I'm playing them for a bounce. JP Morgan, Coin, Uber, but they expire next week. Everything's close. So that's that. Where was I at? So I hope so. Iron Condors. I hope you learn a little bit of what an iron condor is. Hope that helps. We talked about futures. Um, my view on macro trends. Dollar's going to be kind of range bound until maybe yields explode on the bonds, higher interest rates. Dollar rolls over. Hard assets will do well, and that's what I like and trade. What else? What do we got here? Moderna down 4, pretty beat up. Johnson and Johnson down 3. I named some of these drug stocks. I've gotten beat up. First Solar, we talked about that the solar industry. Yeah, I already had done some of this. Target, we talked about is the next UPS, airlines, um, and the options actually have been kind of thin. Like I'm already by the ones that have 30,000 option value, not much. I try and stick to the ones over 10,000. I love Eli Lilly. I have a put credit spread in Eli Lilly. We talked about the burrito. I showed you my trade example. Dexcom had good earnings. American Express, I didn't do anything in there. They had decent earnings, but I didn't do anything in there for next week. We'll see. And that's pretty much it. We'll see how the war materialized over the weekend. Prayers for everybody. I think we deployed like 1,000 troops out there from the United States. Prayers for the family of those folks. Um, War is no good. There's a lot of innocent people died. It's really bad. On the economy front, GDP was better, but a lot of it has to do with defense, and it's pretty tough out there. Our work is slowing down a little bit, um, and we'll see. We'll see. Um, all we can do is just stay educated and keep trading. The futures have already closed, so these are legit numbers until we open again on Sunday, 6 p.m. Um, and the latest news on the war here in the global news chat was Israel UN envoy says only way to destroy Hamas is to root them out of their tunnels and their subterranean city of terror. I think they had. I was reading that I think they have a tunnel under a hospital, so it's really bad. Well, anyways, I'm getting ready to get in the shower and get ready for the ball game. Tejas, I'm rooting for your Rangers. And got some basketball and got some college football. Anyways, you guys have a blessed weekend. I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night. Bye.